Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Z, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you had some questions about your independent, I think, writing practice test number 24 that you submitted. And I'm going to give you some comments right now. First of all, you have very strong organization. You have a lot of great details, I think, in your writing to help explain your ideas. However, you have so many problems. There is just a host of problems with either sentence structure, subject-verb agreement, pronoun agreement, word choice, and so on. It just makes it very difficult to understand a lot of your ideas, and it becomes very distracting, and that's why you got the score that you did. So let's take a look at the one paragraph here. I already made changes to paragraph 1. And remember that if I edited this entire essay, it will probably take me close to 2 hours. But let's take a look at the changes I made in paragraph 1. Everybody has characteristics and manners that are learned from parents, school, and friends. Some people will not change their characteristics because they think they're good, but in fact, these negative attributes are harmful for them and for people surrounding them. In some places, people should follow some characteristics, such as in public places and in their jobs. Therefore, co-workers, if they want to be successful in their respective careers, should have characteristics such as helpfulness, respect, and honesty. So those are some of the changes I made to your first paragraph, and two things come to mind. Sometimes you have a lot of unnecessary, really vague, kind of non-specific words that don't do a lot for your writing, and you need to consider more precise vocabulary words that can really help you express your idea. For example, instead of saying wrongs, I said harmful. That's why I changed this sentence. Instead of saying it, I said these negative attributes. And attributes is basically a synonym for this word here. So you have to be careful about the vocabulary you're using, because that can either help or hurt your ability to communicate. Alright, let's take a look at some of the changes I've made so far. And I apologize, my microphone is not having some problems with it, but let's read this. So it says, first of all, when co-workers want their work to be successful, they should help each other. The important characteristic that co-workers should have is helpfulness. When co-workers help each other, they finish their work faster than when they do not help each other. When some co-workers work in the company for 1 month or less, they do not have much information about their job. Actually, we could use a cause-effect word here. Maybe say hence. They need their co-workers who have already been working at the job to train them in terms of how they can work and perform their jobs more effectively. For example, in Saudi Arabia, some companies make, again, I'm going to say the experienced workers help I'm going to say train there. Sometimes it's as simple as that. See the word train? Train is a word, a very basic vocabulary word, a word that will be very helpful for you and what you're trying to say here, but for some reason you didn't use it, so that's telling me you have some vocabulary limitations. You're not sure exactly what kind of word to use or how you can use it to express your ideas. But if we said this, for example, in Saudi Arabia, some companies make experienced workers train the new workers in their work before they take their work because they want all workers. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, this part here I'm trying to figure out how to exactly rephrase this. So the train the new workers, I don't think in their work you don't need to really say that, so that's unnecessary. Before, so it's clear, it's not even clear what you're talking about here really. Before these new employees perform their abilities maybe independently. And who is they? You use a lot of pronouns. How about because you could say management. The management or owner want all their workers here to be successful, or how about to succeed? They want all their workers to succeed by having all the information about their job. When workers are helpful, you want to say here to each other, the company and the employees will succeed. Yeah, I don't really think you need to worry about doing this part. Let's just stop it here. Then you might want to say, as a result. When workers are helpful to each other, the company and employees will succeed. Or how about will be able to reach the goals. How about this? When workers are helpful to each other, all employees would be able to reach their goals set by their superiors. How about that? That's a good, precise vocabulary word there. So as a result, when workers are helpful to each other, all employees will be able to reach their goals set by their superiors. Okay, so let's look at this second paragraph one more time, and then I'll explain the grade I gave you and why. So it said, first of all, when co-workers want their work to be successful, they should help each other. The important characteristic that co-workers should have is helpfulness. When co-workers help each other, they finish their work faster than when they do not help each other. When some co-workers work in the company for 1 month or less, they do not have much information about their job. Hence, they need their co-workers who have already been working at the job to train them in terms of how they can, actually we should say here, don't need to say work, how they can perform their jobs more effectively. For example, in Saudi Arabia, some companies make the experienced workers train the new workers before these new employees perform their responsibilities independently, because the management want all their workers to succeed by having all the information about their job. As a result, when workers are helpful to each other, all employees will be able to reach their goals set by their superiors. Now then, if I continue, I'm not going to do that. It's Thanksgiving Day right now, so I got to be with my family. But if I continued editing the next few paragraphs, you would see exactly the same kinds of problems. Problems with sentence structure, problems with subject-verb agreement, problems with pronoun agreement, problems with imprecise choice of word or word choice, and so on. There's just too many problems in the essay for it to score higher than what I gave it. So when I looked at the rubrics, and here they are right here, right? I wanted to put you in the 3 range because on the one hand, you have very strong organization and development of ideas, right? Which is good. However, to get in the 3 range, remember, having accurate but limited range of sentence structures and vocabulary has some problems with sentence formation and word choice. You have many problems with that, not just some problems. So then I put you, I think, in the 2 area. And remember that if you look at the rubric, you just have to have one or more of the following weaknesses. So here are your weaknesses. You have numerous problems with inappropriate word choice or word forms. You remember how I changed the word helpful to helpfulness, or I changed the word woke to work, right? You also have a large number of errors in sentence structure and or usage. So that's why I put your score here at 2.5 out of 5 or 18 points out of 30. So I know when you're asking me during class, you said, well, how does it look? It looked good. I mean, your essay was organized. You had a lot of good ideas in there, but think about it. It's not really fair to expect me to correct or to look at all of your essay in just 30 seconds and determine how many errors you have in there. I just can't do that. In fact, if I corrected all the errors, like I said, it would probably take me more than 2 hours just to go through your essay and to make all those corrections. All right? So anyway, thank you very much, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.